So this is Franz Borghardt. I am with Geaux Rouge, and we are recording a great little conversation we're going to have with Meredith. Meredith, who you normally know from Sweet Baton Rouge, has been working with her partner Sarah Guidry to develop something called LocalPopUp.Shop, and more specifically, a virtual marketplace. So Meredith, how are you?
I'm great. How about yourself?
So last time we talked to Meredith Waguespack was actually at the radio station. She was a guest on the Geaux Rouge show. And this came across my desk this morning, and I thought, you know, this is something we need to talk about, and we need to share some information. So tell me a little bit, Meredith, about the history of what you and Sarah have been working on Local Pop-Up for a while. Tell me a little bit about the history, and then tell me a little bit about what the virtual marketplace is.
Okay, so our first pop-up was in 2018, and that was a in-store holiday marketplace. And we've had two, one in 2018 and one in 2019, both in Perkins Row. And anywhere from a week to 2 weeks, where we work with local small businesses, local makers, local artists, the whole local community to be able to put their products out into the marketplace, particularly before at this very moment, in a actual store that we managed, staffed, marketed, produced, and allowed the makers to just drop their products off while we promoted and pushed their products for people to come and be able to support local business all in like one storefront. And so we've done that the last 2 years. And then we deep dived really hard to get our website up and running to create basically the same thing as our in-store marketplace, but now it's a virtual online store where we have about 30 makers that are on the site right now, anywhere from original artwork to beautiful pottery, bath and body products. It's a really great site. It's super easy and manageable to go in. Sarah created the navigation for it and really put a lot of time and effort into really thinking about the consumer and the easiest way for people to go on and shop the website.
So walk me through how it works. If I'm a consumer, walk me through how I would buy something from an artist or a maker.
I think the easiest thing to do is if you go to LocalPopUp.Shop, that is our website. She's created a navigation where you could shop by maker. And so if you had a particular maker that you're really interested in supporting, you could use that feature and you could see their name, click on their name, and then immediately see all the products that are available for that particular maker. So it's, in a sense, it's like a maker profile with all their products. But then you can also shop by season or by, it's like a full-on catalog of different ways that you can search for products.
So is there a mainstream method of payment? Obviously, the maker will or artist will ship once you pay for it, but how do you pay for a product, so to speak?
I mean, you purchase it just like any website. There's PayPal is connected to it.
That's what I was getting at, was PayPal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fully functional e-commerce website.
Awesome.
The makers are shipping it individually, so you might get if you purchase from 3 or 4 different makers, you might get 3 or 4 different packages at your doorstep, different tracking information, that kind of stuff, because it's coming from several different makers and they'll ship differently as well.
So if you're
I was just going to say, it's just a really great site where you can really support all these amazing people. We have makers not just right here in the Baton Rouge area, but we have makers all throughout Louisiana. And we continue to hopefully reach out to more makers, let them know that we have this platform for them, and so they can easily come we can get their products added. We're trying to add products as soon as a maker comes to us and get them up on the site as soon as possible.
That was going to be my next question is, if you're a maker or an artist watching this and you're like, man, Sarah and Meredith are doing some cool stuff. How do I, if I were a maker or an artist, how would I get connected to you ladies to get my stuff on the website?
I mean, we have ways, definitely on the website. If you go to LocalPopUp.Shop, there is a button that says join. If you click the button that says join, then it brings you to a Google Doc. And it's just a basic submission of who you are, what your maker business is, and how we can contact you. And then we can reach out and get those products updated. There is like a process that we're kind of going through. We're working with all of our current makers at the moment, getting all of their product up. And then we'll be working and getting new business, new makers, their products as we go through that submission website. And then if you don't go to the website, if you follow us on Instagram, we have a, in our link in our profile, if you click on that link, it has several different ways of how you can purchase, to being able to click on that particular link that'll go to fill out that form.
I think this is a great thing that you guys are doing. This again, LocalPopUp.Shop is the website. If you're just tuning in, this is Franz Borghardt with Geaux Rouge. I'm talking to Meredith Waguespack. Normally, you know Meredith. Normally, we know you from Sweet Baton Rouge. But Meredith and her business partner, Sarah, have started this online virtual marketplace for makers and artists. And look, I know what makers means. You know what makers means. You know, if Justin Lemoyne was here, he'd probably answer the question I'm about to ask you. But for those who are not initiated to what a maker is, how would you describe a maker?
I would describe a maker as any small business that's handcrafted, anywhere from original artwork to, you know, people. We have a great graphic designer who creates prints and badges and stickers and that kind of stuff, to I mean, pottery that's all handmade. I mean, it's anyone that goes to these wonderful festivals, like Mid-City Makers Market, anywhere where they mostly are selling their goods through these festivals and marketplaces in person. And since a lot of that is not going to be accessible for quite some time, we want to create that same experience that you would get in a marketplace and get to know your maker and who you're purchasing from through the website.
So the good thing about this is so I love going to the markets, right?
Yep.
Being able to actually interact with the artist or the maker and hear their story. That's always a fun part of this. And, you know, any of these good markets always have good food. They sometimes have music. The good thing about all this is, even when we are able to go back out into the world and be socially close, not distant, this will still be up there to where you can go to the markets, you can meet the makers and the artists, you can connect to them, but when you want to buy stuff, you don't have to just go to the actual market. So that's going to help them out too, because I've talked to a lot of artists right now and some makers, and look, they're struggling just like everybody else. And so this is a good way for them to continue to do the thing that they love doing and hopefully get through the storm. So
absolutely. And I would say, you know, a lot of our orders have been from people outside the state of Louisiana wanting to support local.
Good.
And so I think, you know, for the website itself, this is going to be a great place for people long-term to be able to shop and really support the local Louisiana community in one place. And right now we're currently offering free shipping for anyone who purchases in the interim of this, you know, pandemic that we have going on. And so it's a great time to be able to purchase and try out the website with the free shipping capabilities.
So again,
are off.
So again, LocalPopUp.Shop. When I upload this video, Meredith, I will make sure I put that all over the place.
Yeah, definitely.
Meredith, it's always a pleasure spending time with you. Thank you so much for making time out of your busy day. I hope you and your family are doing great. We will definitely be talking to you again. Franz Borghardt, Meredith Waguespack, you guys have a great day.
Thank you.